Welcome back, guys. This is your daily dose of the COVID-19 updates from Vietnam. I'd just like to start off by saying thank you again for those who've subscribed recently. If you haven't subscribed, please click down in the right hand corner and click the bell, then you'll be notified of new videos coming up soon. And also please share this channel to your friends and family. Let them know how Vietnam is coping with the virus. Better or worse, we can decide over the next 10 days than your own country. So it'd be interesting for other people to see how it's dealt with, and maybe maybe mention it to your local MPs or something. Say, well, why are Vietnam dealing with it better than us, or whatever, you know. So it's if you can share this channel, that'd be marvelous. Really appreciate that. First things first, yesterday's fruit. I think the Australians say a different word to it. A sapodilla, I think it's called. I think the Australians call it sapota or sapota or something like that. But yeah, I think two of you got that right. Today's fruit, just a little one. So let me know what you think that is in the comments below. Just a little bit of fun to lighten up a news video. So first of all then, I just wanted to mention our channel as a whole. We started in July last year, and it was mainly because of the pandemic, and we thought, oh, well, let's keep me occupied for a start. It doesn't earn any money because it's a very young channel, and so it was just a case of being able to bringing Vietnam to you. So I went on trips to Sapa and Ninh Binh and Phu Luong, Mai Chau, Hue and Da Nang, etc. And so basically we started documenting these trips to try and keep our business alive and in the public eye through this testing time for a travel agency. We didn't envisage it going so long, and we don't see a light at the end of the tunnel, to be honest. I don't want to be pessimistic. I am confident in most things in life, and I am very confident that everything will be back to similar to normality, but it's going to be 2022 before we start getting any visitors, I think, to Vietnam. And I want to be honest with you. I'm not going to put up on thumbnails the picture for the video and say how to get to Vietnam now. That's just clickbait. I'm here to deliver you what I think, my honest views, and also obviously for this daily news for the COVID updates. There are other YouTube channels that are reporting as well, but I thought I'd do it a slightly different way by, you know, detailing the facts and showing you on the map. So hopefully the YouTube channel will continue to grow, and you guys will share amongst your friends and family and keep me reporting. This daily COVID update may not be for everyone. I can see the numbers waning a little bit, you know, because people may be not as interested every day. But I still want to commit to doing this every day for the next 10 days or so, up until Tet holiday. I think I might have a break by then. I've got plenty of video and filming to do. Today is actually the Kitchen God Day. It's the 4th of February, but I think the 23rd in the lunar calendar, 23rd or 24th. And that's the day that every Vietnamese family throughout Vietnam will have a ceremony with food and drink and burning of the paper clothes and things like that. And I'm going to be filming that in about 40 minutes. It's 9:20 in the morning now, so I've got a full day, and I wanted to get this done before I got absolutely tanked on rice wine with my brother-in-law. So it's mainly for you guys, not to see me pissed. Anyway, so let's get on to the COVID news, and I'll bring up the map, and we'll try and figure out if there's. Well, we'll just go through basically what's happening throughout the country, and you'll see. 2 seconds. Okay, so we've still got the same amount of provinces and cities that are affected by this new outbreak. It's not in every city or every province all over Vietnam like some people are reporting. I know one of you has commented saying you know who that is, so that's quite funny. Basically the first thing I want to talk to you about is that Wednesday evening, so I got this sort of news item around 7:30 last night. I've got a sad life. I'm looking at news at 7:30 at night, and then at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, I'm always trying to update, you know. Pretty sad life, I know. But what we've got, Wednesday evening, we had 329 community transmissions since last Thursday in 10 localities. And the three main areas were Hai Duong, which is, where are we? Hai Duong's number 4, so that's here. This is Hai Duong. It's quite a big state province there. 240 there. Quang Ninh, which is next door, which is even bigger, but only 42 cases. And Hanoi, which is just here, that's 21 cases. And the tally at that time was 1,911 cases, 1,461 recovered, and still only 35 deaths. And that's been since last year. The 35 deaths were people who had underlying problems with lungs or heart or something that they were in hospital for, and the COVID kind of just knocked them over the edge, and sadly they went, you know, their way. Currently, there are over 48,000 people in quarantine. 22,000 of those are in quarantine facilities, 378 in hospitals. The rest are at home or in certain locations, like sometimes hotels are designated quarantine spots, like I think in Australia as well, in other countries. So that's that's the figures for last night. As of this morning, there's been another 37 cases. This was in Chiling town. These are all the workers at that electronics factory, so it's all condensed into that area. So the new tally now is 366 since last Thursday. I'll go through each and every on the map. It's basically Hai Duong has now got 277, Quang Ninh 42, Hanoi 21, Gia Lai, which is down here, Gia Lai has 14, Binh Duong, they have 4, and then back up north to, what was it, Bac Ninh, they have 3, Bac Ninh is number 3 here, and Hoa Binh, just here, have 2, and then Ho Chi Minh City, Hai Phong up here, Bac Giang, and Ho Chi Minh City down here, they all have 1 each. So the current tally is now 1948, and that's as of this morning, 9-ish o'clock, and 449 active. Now, if you're wondering if that's a lot or a small amount, I mean, it is a small amount compared to my own country, the UK. I mean, there are thousands of a day, but in Thailand, comparing it with Thailand, as of last night, they reported 795 new cases with a tally of 21,249. 14,000 of those have recovered, and 79 are still active cases. So, you know, just comparing Vietnam to Thailand, just because it's both in Southeast Asia, I thought I'd do that. It's pointless comparing to the UK or the US, because it's totally different demographic, totally different things are happening there. So, yeah. So a couple of news items other than the I don't need to use the map anymore. Other than the actual figures. Now, normally, New Year's Eve, you may have seen my firework display when I was on the rooftop of a hotel. That was fantastic. Now they do a fireworks display for Tet as well, New Year's Eve. But this year, just because of the outbreak, they've scrapped all but one of the firework displays, which is a shame. But obviously, they didn't want big crowds gathering, and you know, it's decided that only one firework display will go, and it'll be social distance. And I'm not sure where it's being held at the moment. It's probably going to be one of the big parks where people can spread out and things, so or see it from afar. But so that's the kind of thing that's happening at the moment in Hanoi with 21 cases. A friend of mine who lives in Bac Ninh, he's teaching English. He's actually come back to Hanoi. I'll give you a shout out, Paul. He's a big Dutch guy with a big long beard and hippie clothes. He's a wonderful fella, a great, very friendly guy. He took a trip with us years ago, and he's been sending me backpackers ever since. So I thank you for that, Paul. Bit of shout out for you. He's in Hanoi now, and he said it's a ghost town. He's in Ta Hien Street, where the beer hoi places are, and it's just dead, absolutely dead. It's a bit like my video in July when I went there. Check the link in the description. That was how Hanoi is now, then as well. I did a Hanoi Revisited in December, and the comparison between it is unbelievable. You know, one is dead and one is bustling. You know, so now it's back to that again, and that was because of the Da Nang outbreak, which happened in July. So that's what's happening in Hanoi, and also around Hanoi and probably other districts, provinces and cities. Now the police are now delivering fines of up from 1 to 3 million Vietnam dong. The exchange rate will be on the screen, hopefully. I'll remember this time. And that is for people not wearing face masks in public places. So public places like in the park, in the shopping centre, in the bus or train station, things like that. I'm not sure about walking around the streets, but I think probably people will anyway, if they are in the streets. A friend of mine, obviously Paul, he's there and he sees nobody out in the streets. He sees a lot of people who are out in the streets wearing masks anyway. So it doesn't take much. Throw it on, mask, done. It's this new variant apparently is airborne, so it's not about touching things now, it's about catching it from in the air. So I'm not a doctor, I'm not saying that's exactly right, but that's what I've read online. So if it's now airborne, face masks are crucial, and so that's kind of what's happening so far here in there in Hanoi. And I think, remember yesterday we were talking about Hai Duong and one other province that were thinking about locally buying a vaccine for their province or their locality, and it looks like Hanoi are now thinking about it as well. So back to the map, and I think if you're looking, if Hanoi and Hai Duong, if all these areas decide to get the vaccine, you know, if they locally got the vaccine, especially the hotspots of Hai Duong and Quang Ninh and Hanoi, then that's gotta stem the flow of this new variant. So it's interesting if they can deliver those vaccines earlier. Now they are getting 15 million people's worth of doses, like 30 million doses for the first half of the year, like I reported yesterday, but you know, I don't know when they're actually getting that. It's going to be after TET, probably March time. Who knows what this outbreak's going to be like? It may have spread to other areas. I mean, the central areas still haven't been touched. Not that I see. And there's a lot of provinces around here that are not being touched either. And you've got all the Mekong Delta and Phu Quoc Island here that have not been touched. So it's still relatively contained. And you imagine how much track and tracing is going on. It's unbelievable. So all the northern areas, looking Lai Chau and Lao Cai is where Sapa is. Ha Giang, the far northern hills there. I've got a friend who owns a homestay up there. Josh, give you a shout out. Khao Bang, where the Ban Zuc waterfalls are. You know, all these areas are still without virus, which is, you know, let's hope it stays that way. So if we can get the vaccines to these areas here, locally, and here, then it's gotta help. It's gotta help. Okay. One thing that's disappointing is the 72 illegal entrants that have actually been detained down here in Khao Mau. Now, I think Malaysia is down this way. I haven't seen it off the map, but they've come in on a fishing boat from Malaysia. They're working in Malaysia, and they're coming home for TET. And this is what I said in a few videos ago. There are problems with people entering Vietnam illegally, and these guys have been caught and they'll be in quarantine. It's just disappointing that people are trying to get in illegally. It's just going to absolutely explode the whole country if they come in with the virus. So silly people, not very good. But you know, it's still concentrated in this sort of area here in Vietnam, with the odd places south in the Central Highlands as well. So there are only a few cases. So hopefully, I think that's probably about it. Other than now, it's what time is it now? I don't know. 9:30. As soon as I've got this video uploaded, I'm going to be filming the procedures, what's going on. I'm going to be burning the paper clothes, and I'm going to be releasing the fish into the pond, and then I'm going to get a few beers down me and a few rice wines. So and I'll show you the food as well. So that will be filmed and published for next week. I think Monday probably. But tomorrow, I believe I'm going to upload the buying a kumquat tree, which is preparing for Tet. So that's in the Tet series of videos, which is going to start tomorrow. Also 1 o'clock today, Vietnam time, if I'm compos mentis, I'm going to be doing the red envelope opening. I've got the 1.2 million cash giveaway for the Vietnamese citizens. Didn't get as many guesses as I thought I would. I think they're a bit dubious. I thought I don't know, maybe a scam. I don't know how. But I've got the envelope up there. I'm going to try and do a live broadcast. So maybe keep an eye out for that, and you might see my little yard area where I'm going to film it. So you'll see the kumquat tree and everything. So hopefully you'll join me for that live video. Okay guys, well thanks again for tuning in. It might be a bit much every day, but you know, I'm committed to doing it, and I hopefully you guys are interested in me doing this every day. So write in the comments anything you think I should report on about this COVID situation, anything about Vietnam during this pandemic. Just let me know in the comments, and I'll try and mention it in the next video. Please hit like, subscribe, click the bell, and also share to your friends and family to let them know how we're dealing with it here in Vietnam. Okay guys, see you later.